that I want to give you as a theme. We're calling this dialectical because it's both media technology and the dialect or the dialectica that are going around the different disciplines. Israel has been building the technology infrastructure for the world in the 90s, primarily in the communication space and in the enterprise space. And for many of the startups that were successful, there were exits where major companies in those fields bought them, and we sort of made our claim to fame came from that. But if you look at China, if you look at India, if you look at a few other regions around the world, you'll see that if we stay just at core technologies, then other regions will have more engineers than we will. They will have more development forces than we will. And we need to reinvent ourselves in terms of our competitive advantage. We can no longer just be the research and development center of the world. We need to be that place which, through innovation, both technology and business and creativity, are creating the new concepts. They're not just going to cater the big communication giants or the big enterprise players. They're going to reach the consumer. They're going to reach the individual. So if the semiconductor industry has a major goal for moving into the consumer space, Israel can be in the center of it. If the enterprise space needs to reinvent ourselves with Web 2.0 concepts, Israel needs to be in the center of it. And then finally, if the creative disciplines are changing from broadcasting, where the individual who's experiencing is passive, to interactive, where the individual who's experiencing is participating in the very concept that he or she experiences, then Israel has a major role because technology is part of the content that you consume. And what we are calling for today is the marriage of disciplines. The next big company in the education space is not necessarily going to be created by an engineer alone. It's going to be created by an engineer meeting an educator. The next company that is going to be in the creative space for kids is not going to be created by an engineer alone. It's going to be an animator, a storyteller, an engineer, a web person. It's the marriage of these disciplines. And we think that learning or innovation is happening when you are challenged to go beyond your discipline in order to bring a full product and a full idea. And one of the things that causes us the most enjoyment here is the marriage of these disciplines of thought, the marriage of these people, the fact that we have many people from LA and from New York and from Paris and from London and from Australia and from the east side of Jerusalem and from many other places where it is not just one form of thought. And I think that with that kind of innovation, Israel can set the paradigm of new companies that would be world leaders together with international partnerships in the next phase. The next phase of the Israeli high-tech is going to be about building applications, not just about building whole technologies. And for that, the marriage of disciplines, the interactions, the opening up, the fact that you need to absorb new concepts in order to build major companies needs to occur. And we always say that the big difference between American startups and Israeli startups is that Israeli startups, in their DNA from day one, there's more than one nationality and more than one discipline of thought. We call it the mini multinationals, where you have people from the market, whether it's the US market or the European market, or today China or Asia or Europe, of course, that are working inside the company from day one as they conceive with the Israeli the value proposition of that company as it's going to go into the respective markets. So let's hope we have a great afternoon. Make sure to have fun, make sure to communicate, and let's hope that from this event there's going to be at least 5 to 10 new investments. We need them, you need them. Amen.